do some bridge work because the patient want to save some of her own teeth. So the patient was very happy. Yes, she got the fixed bridge after a long time. And she visits me like once a year. I ask her to come to check up, and she gives me a good review on whatclinic.com. Yeah. That was me, 2016. So in 2022, after COVID, she moved to Malaysia to live in Malaysia, but her lower bridge was very loose. And because of COVID, I don't have a chance to check up the upper bridge. For like 3 years, I think I never touched the bridge. But it still functions very well. So she come back to Cambodia for consultation, and I proposed to put 3 more implants for fixed bridge. But because she had a heart problem, so the general anesthesia specialist here said we couldn't do that in Cambodia, so she flew back to Malaysia to do the surgery with the heart specialist. The dentist do the surgery, but the heart specialist had to stand by. So I reject the implant surgery, and then 2023 she came back to Cambodia for checkup. Yes, and the dentist in Malaysia, they put 3 implants with removable denture. The implant is good, but she's not happy with removable denture because she get used to fixed denture. But I think it's okay, you can use that. So 2024, early this year, she came back again just for tour in Cambodia. So I threw out the upper bridge, and also she requested to change the new bridge because it's acrylic bridge that has been in function for 7 years already, and it should be changed. So when I removed the bridge, I could see that yes, she wants to change the bridge, but she has only 4 days. So she asked if we can fix that, and I said yes, because we know how to do it. So after I remove the bridge, this is the raw picture of after removing the bridge. No cleaning. So you can see the soft tissue is very nice, and I'm surprised that the screw of the connection is still functions very well. No loosening, no change, nothing changed. So I just sent her old bridge to the lab because I have my own lab. So I sent the old bridge to the lab and asked her to wait for 2 hours. So the lab poured a stone, and they get the body, and they copy everything of her old fixed bridge. So after copying, they split the data to make the bar and the zirconia bridge. That we call IMAR zirconia bridge. So for another 24 hours, the next 24 hours, they do milling, they do sitting and standing. So this is after 72 hours. So we got this CAD-CAM bridge, the circular bridge, which is supported by titanium bar. I think it is become popular now in Cambodia, and also I think in Vietnam is more advanced than that. So she was very happy, and I'm also happy. So that's my doctor who do the prosthetic. So you can see that if you take a close look of how the bone of the Inkone implant for the 8 years, I think it is, to me, I'm happy with that. Even at that time, I used 3.5 by 10. I think it is still functions very well. So even the lower one on the left, the bone is still very good. So she told me that during the surgery, only one teeth here. She eats with only one teeth here. The Inkone implant to eat, because during the surgery she has no teeth. So it's still good. So this is another case. I think to me is a complex case. So he is one of my laboratory staff, and my doctor has tried to do some bridge work, some removable denture, but it does not work because he has lost his teeth for so long. That's why you see on the left side, on the right side, the teeth has come down very much. So he used this teeth to buy on his gum for eating. So it's very painful for him also. So here, yeah. So that's what he can eat. So the teeth with the gum. So only soft food. So if we look at the X-ray, the X-ray before we take out the bridge, we can see that he has enough zone 1 and zone 2 and zone 3 to place straight implant. But in terms of aesthetic, if we do place implant like that, the aesthetic of this case will be a disaster because it will sit. So my doctor do some smile design, digital smile design. So you can see that we have to reuse a lot of bone to make it even between right and left side. So we have to reduce the bone, cut the bone. So when we cut the bone, we eliminate zone 3. So we still have only zone 1 and zone 2. So we do the classic oral bone. So this is the surgery. So we smooth a lot of bone. We cut a lot of bone on the right side to make it even, flat, and to hide the transition line. So this X-ray immediately after we place implant, 3.5 by I think 13 or 15. To me, I use a lot of 3.5 implant. It's my personal preference, so it's no scientific. So we do taking impression. That's DMG, by registration, I think. But we use it to split the implant in person cockpit. So it is very good product. I think Nike has this product also, but I'm a fan of it since then. So right now, for some case, I just use this to take impression without tray, no tray. Just clean it, and sometimes I apply some silicone material to take impression of the gum, and no tray. For most of the cases, no tray, and remove it. And I test it with my verification chip, and it worked perfectly. That's why still today I still use it as a split. So at that time we used the website to do the aesthetic trying and occlusion, the check occlusion. And this is what our temporary. We use acrylic bridge supported by metal reinforced. So 6 months after surgery, so you can see the soft tissue here. The 3 implant on the right side has a very good keratinizing gingiva, but the one on the left side has lack of attached gingiva due to my flat management. I think I will ask Dr. Julian to solve this case afterwards. So we do the prosthetic. At that time, we don't. I think Inkone is not very popular yet for full art. So we try anything. And I discussed with one clinician in Vietnam. So we sent this case to Hanoi, and he recommended this kind of prosthetic to me. It is a kit, head kit, and build the gum with composite and individual Emax crown. And it is very expensive restoration at that time. So this is the result. So it is, in terms of aesthetic, it is very nice. I like that. It is light, not heavy compared to the veneer. But usually after its function for the like 3 or 4 years. So they are all individual in my crown.
Không đủ. Cái này không đủ, nếu mà mo thì đục nó thẳng trên núi luôn nè, làm cái lỗ trên núi luôn.
So we place another 5 implant for the lower arch, and we restore it to the veneer. So the patient, this is the patient afterwards, so he had upper and lower foot restoration. So he was very happy and good function again. But this is what happened after 7 years. So because I met him like every day, and he complained about like broken of the gum composite staining. So we some broken Emax crown. Yeah, and that's a complication of this kind of restoration. And this kind of restoration is my first and also my final case for this kind of restoration. So we change. So we unscrew the upper arch. You can see after almost 9 years with this implant system. So you can see the stable soft tissue except on the left side, which has legs of keratinized mucosa. So, but we have a thick soft tissue on the other three implants. So we take impression and then we check the prosthetic option. This is called eyebrow with monolithic sequence. So it's 100% CAD. So this is him. So this is after 90. We have a chance to take the X-ray to follow up. Yeah. So if you take a close look, the bone is still very well. I'm happy with the bone and also with the connection. I want to change this multi-unit abutment, but I cannot remove it because of the friction. So let it be. Yeah. So yes, after 7 years. So this is another two cases for my presentation, the last two cases. So these two patients see one fixed prosthesis after problem with the removal. So if we look at the bone here, we check for the remaining bone for the maxillary. So the bone is somewhere between 2 to 4 millimeters of available bone. So we characterize this case as insufficient bone, or no zone 1, no zone 2, or no zone 3. So based on his protocol, he recommends one zygoma, but because zygomatic implant is not available in Cambodia, and also I don't get any training on that yet. So we have our own protocol for my own clinic. So if the patient has no zone 1, no zone 2, no zone 3, we build up the zone 2 and zone 3. It means we build up the premolar and molar region. So what do we build up? So we do the sinus grafting, xenograft mixed with autogenous bone. We don't place xenograft alone, so we mix with autogenous bone. We take from the maxillary, or sometimes we take from the manual. And then after 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, it depends on the surgery, we let the patient wear her own denture again. So we wait for 6 months, we do implant placement. And this is very tricky and it is very important. So the implant placement need to be, in this kind of case, need to be at least 2 millimeter subcrestal. Why 2 millimeter subcrestal? And you cannot place the high cover screw. You cannot place the high cover screw because if you put like epicrestal or 1 millimeter subcrestal, maybe when the patient wear the denture may interfere with the integration of the implant. That's why I recommend to place 2 millimeter subcrestally, because when the patient wear the denture, the bone will protect the implant. So it is very safe. So after implant placement, we let the patient wear the denture up to 2 to 3%. So we wait another 2 to 3 months. So at 8 months or 9 to 10 months, we can do the fixed temporary bridge, and then we let the patient be for another 1 month or 2 months, depends. We can proceed to the final orthostasis. So with this kind of case, where the patient has no bone, zone 1, zone 2, or zone 3, it takes our clinic 1 year to finish the case. But it is from step to from one step to one step, we minimize risk. So this is her available bone, and she wants fixed restoration. Yes. So in terms of zone 1 and zone 2, she has no zone 1 or no zone 2. Some are 1 millimeter. So we build the bone by sinus lift, and we put implant. So in this case, we put 8 implant. We plan to put 8 implant because there is a large cantilever at the front, and we do profound prosthesis. So because the maxillary bone here has no bone, so we take out the bone from the many bone, from the chin, which is a very good quality bone. And we mix with xenograft. Yeah. We use Cerabone. It's a very good product for this case like this. So we build up the bone. Here. So we do implant placement. Yeah. Another 8 implant placement. So all implant placement are placed successfully. And this is my doctor do the prosthetic. So splinting. So because at that time my doctor did this prosthesis, but for splitting right now, during impression, I don't recommend the pattern resin in my practice, because the pattern resin still shrink up after the first 24 hours. So we use only DMG I don't know what it's called in your product, but we use only DMG to split it. And for this kind of case, maybe if I do now, I don't use tray. We just split it, and we apply some silicone material to take to capture the soft tissue detail, and then we send it to the lab. So this case, we do the CAD-CAM Cobalt Pro framework. Yes. So this is Cobalt Pro framework with some individual zirconia crown. So she just came for a checkup early this year also. Yes, and it's still, the bone still function very well, and even the screw is still very tight. So there's some area here with these two implants which has slightly more reduction due to the space between these two implants is very big. So it is my mistake. It was my mistake. I should have placed implant far from each other.
Xương còn
So
đồ cho nhiêu.
and this case, so she want
ban đầu
fixed prosthesis also for the upper and lower. Because for the lower teeth, she cannot wear denture anymore because the mobile teeth and also because of the bone resorption, the IDN canal is over the ring. So when she put the denture, she feels very painful. For the lower, it is okay. We can play with classic ball on floor and do a fit bridge. But for the upper, we have to build the zone 2 and zone 3 in premolar and molar region. So let's see that. And the protocol is the same with xenograft plus autogenous and bed for 6 months. But this patient is very special. So his our surgery on the ortho for the lower arm. So we smooth the bone, we flattened the bone. But because of this case, the bone was very hard. So some bone we cannot smooth, we cannot flatten very well. So there is still some discrepancy. So the lingual bone is still very high. So we cannot put the multi-unit abutment, but you can use the bone profiler from globally to cut the bone away, and then you can put the multi-unit abutment. This is very important because if you cannot fit the multi-unit abutment perfectly, it may lose link for immediate loading, and also it may make it unfair. So make sure it is fit perfectly. So you can use this protocol. And this is our immediate loading. So we use acrylic bridge and some slightly metal reinforced. And then after a few months, we do bone graft and replace the upper implant. So it's the same xenograft plus autogenous bone for the zone 1 and zone 2. And we place 6 implants. But I don't have this, the X-ray of this case after the placement. Because the patient flew to the United States so in 2020, and then she got stuck there. So she went with my immediate loading country and my 6 implant on the upper. And I lost her contact completely. I thought she never come back. Just early this year, she called me. So I'm surprised, and I want to see my implant also. Because I think maybe I lost some implant of the 10 implant. Because it is like 4 years, no contact, no thing. With some of my suture are still there. Yes, so this is her temporary. And this is the X-ray. So after she coming back. So one implant has a slight bone reduction. And yes, the other are still okay. But one implant and the upper, there's some slight bone reduction also. So I asked her, why you didn't come back to me? So she said she had some family problems, so she couldn't come back to me. So usually this is my temporary immediately after less, and this is after 6 years. So never remove, and this
Sao làm
is.
gì?
But she said she was happy with this temporary because because no option. So I remove her temporary and I make a new temporary for her, and I do some uncovering of the implant. So you can see I did a little bit of mistake here of soft tissue management because I should move this keratinized to this, but yes, so that was my mistake. So we do some tests for temporary. This is a Rosen screw. So for temporary, I use a lot of Rosen screw because we just designed the temporary bridge PMMA. We do milling PMMA, and then we use this screw directly on multi-unit apartment. And I use up to now more than 100 screw, but I don't
Có vẻ
have experience of broken screw yet, but I'm not sure if in the long run, I don't know yet. But I use it
nó viết bây giờ
mostly for this
nó
testing,
gửi về cái phòng khám.
because you don't need to buy the temporary apartment from the company. You just buy the screw and they design the temporary and then you test it.
Có chứng chỉ hành nghề ai gì.
So this is a testing with the temporary. So the function and the aesthetics she accepted. So I let her use for maybe for 4 to 6 weeks, and then we do the final restoration. So as I said, like this case, I just use DMG to split.
chỗ nào luôn. Tại sao qua đây làm?
I think right now,
Xịt cứng.
from digital point of view, people use photography or everything to scan the implant
Không phải
position.
là bác sĩ hay không?
But
Không phải là bác sĩ.
to me, I'm still
Rồi,
believing
cái
the DMG by legislation to split the implant position. So it was great for my practice.
Rồi sao?
So we use this yellow silicone, I don't know how you call this product, to capture the soft tissue and the impression to split it, the implant position. So you can see here that is my mistake. So the soft tissue around that has lacked some keratinized gingiva. So we proceed to the final restoration. So it's the same thing now. Is for full arch case, we do eye bar to support signature bridge. So this is eye bar and this is a signature bridge, upper and lower. And this is a final restoration. So the patient just fly back to the US
Không nhớ tên đâu.
3 or 4 months ago, and we still keep contact. And she said she thanked me for that. Okay, so thank you for your kind attention, and sorry if my English is not understandable because I'm not a native speaker. Thank you very much.